Yo, what is going on, my beautiful people out there? We is about to get into some transfer portal talk, but we going, maybe as the title of the video said, I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but Stephen A. We gonna talk about ESPN First Take, what they got going on, CM. They're gonna talk about Ole Miss, Miami, college football games, as you can see, are tomorrow and Friday, and then we got NFL on Saturday. I think we should have NFL on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday, Monday. Crazy stuff. Like, tune in, bro. Tune in, and then I don't know. Like, if you don't love sports, like, I don't get it. I guess you just watch Married. I mean, what's it? Married to Medicine or something. And then what's that, On My Yacht or On Below Deck? That's what they be watching, and then they be turning up. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. Some transfer portal news. I've been hearing crazy stuff. We can kind of look at it right now. We don't have to stay in this video. But some safeties. I mean, Damon Williams. Oh, whoa. Jackson Arnold. Hold on. Going to UNLV. I think what's his name is still the coach there. Dan Mullen, I think his name. Yeah, Dan Mullen's the coach of UNLV. So, I mean, where was he last season? I mean, I guess he was the backup or he started. He was that bad. I don't even remember, dog. Jeez. Shout out Auburn for being loyal. Shout out Auburn. 2 years of bad play, bad QB play. Now they got Byron Brown there. So it should be. Oh no! What in the name? This dude is huge. Like Yassine Willis. If y'all watch a little bit of Syracuse football, you know this guy. This guy's huge. And for him to go to Kansas, that's a little iffy for me. I don't know. Kansas maybe be pulling some guys this year to do something else because whatever number 4 did for him last year, he pretty much hurt the team. And so maybe the team was better than the quarterback play they showed last year. So looking to see what Yassine Willis does with Kansas because he's one of those dudes like he's like over 6 foot as a running back and it stands out. You know what I'm saying? Illinois has one of those guys too. I don't know his name. I think it's number 8, something like that. Those guys stand out. It's like okay, let me just see they pick up like 3 to 4 yards of carry, and that's what a lot of guys want and need in the NFL. So defensive tackle, good low. But what was I gonna say? Oh man. Um. Ooh, who? Oh, Byron Jackson to Wisconsin. This is a Texas running back. If y'all haven't seen his kind of tape, I saw a little bit of his high school tape, and I was like, okay, he might do something. Like, but when he got to USC, boy, this dude was getting like 1 to 2 yards a carry. So hopefully he shows what his true potential is at Wisconsin. We're looking for bright things in the future out of him. So and USC, Lincoln Riley pisses me off to like I need just like woo-saw. You know what I'm saying? From Bad Boys and all of that, just woo-saw out of this. Cause the Notre Dame USC rivalry, that hurts. Cause it's like you don't, when you see other programs, imagine if Clemson and South Carolina canceled that at the end of the year, dog. Like, come on. Come on, bro. Imagine if, like, do I even have to say Bama Auburn? Like, it's just givens. They're not gonna cancel that rivalry ever. And Lincoln Riley said, "Hey, we have Ohio State, we have Oregon coming up. We can't play Notre Dame." Like, bro, get out of here. You recruit your guys, Jimmys and Joes, and then you get your X's and O's and get it together. You need both. Because as we saw some games, because that's why a lot of people mad at Mike Bobo. And maybe the defense wasn't up to standard. Maybe you just didn't have the Jimmys and the Joes. Hey, you probably need both. You know what I'm saying? So looking to see what Georgia does and all that good stuff. Yeah, man. And then Lane Kiffin. He getting some guys too. Eugene Wilson. He's from Florida. Dallas. They kept Dallas Wilson. I don't know if those guys are related because they look kind of the same. Or if I got them mixed up, if there is no Dallas Wilson, and then there's Eugene Wilson, like correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know because I think there's a freshman named Dallas Wilson. He's a stud, and then there's Eugene Wilson. He's a stud too, but he just gets a little injured. So Lane picking up some guys, and then they got Sam Levitt last night visiting at a men's basketball game. Then they had Damon Williams pull up. Uh, Shout out Washington. Shout out what they got going on at Washington and whatsoever. No, well, shout out. Well, they have Jeff Fish, and Jeff Fish is staying to be the head coach after his wife decided to like part. Well, no, well, his wife decided to depart to Arizona, stay over there with the kids and family because that's where he was before. Because you know it's hard for families to move and everything. You can't just be moving 3 to 4 years. It's hard for people. It's just hard. It's just hard, you know. But yeah, it looks like he's staying at Washington. So, but Damon Williams leaves and he was visiting LSU, so we'll see about that. Now, Washington looks for a new QB. That should be interesting. Raiola could be open for him. I don't know. He might be looking for a quarterback guru. I heard his preferred spot is Oregon, and someone like I live out here. Well, someone out where I live locally is committed to Oregon. And he's a quarterback. Um, so it's like and Novasad just transferred out. So it's like, are you ever gonna develop a quarterback, Dan Lanning, or Dan Lanning might take a job. If you can go watch my Ravens, I mean John Harbaugh video, you know what I'm saying? So um, Dan Lanning might take that job, the Ravens job, and I think that'll be better for him if he gets an offensive coordinator, offensive mind in there. Because Will Shine just left for the Kentucky job. But I think Dan Lanning can land a offensive mind. Maybe he might land Cliff. You know, Cliff and Dan Lanning. You might see it. I don't know. Or maybe Cliff might land the New York Giants job. I can see it. I can see it. Cliff and Jackson Dart. That's probably what's gonna happen, if anything. I think, to be honest. And then if he gets a DC, hey, I think they're rolling. You know, I think he's ready again because he said he doesn't want to go back to college. I think that's what my assumption was because of all the money going around and what's going on with the transfer portal. I don't think he wants to do that, but he'll just do NFL. So yeah, we gonna get into who like Ole Miss and Ole Miss and Miami. Who do I think is gonna win the game? Um, should we do like a power? Let's do like a top four real quick. I know it don't matter, but hey, who do you see as who's your power rankings right now? You know what I'm saying? We got an old lineman committed to Kentucky. Shout out Will Shine doing his thing. But power four right now. Should we just go off of what the rankings are? Indiana? No, no, no. Well, what are the rankings, honestly? What is it? Well, is this okay? It has them still as where they are. But okay, Miami. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Miami. Nah, hold on, because Miami's offense could get whacked by Indiana. So I'm gonna go Indiana one. I'm gonna go Miami two. I'm gonna go Ole Miss three, Oregon four. That is my top four. I think Oregon has everything, but it's just they can be stopped. Texas Tech, I mean, it's like they weren't world beaters against Texas Tech. They had a lot of mistakes, terrible mistakes against Texas Tech. Um, I mean, your defense is what beat you, got you, over the hump over Texas Tech. So they're not world beaters against them. And then Ole Miss, after without Lane, because Lane left to go to the transfer for this period right now, transfer portal period, and he hasn't really done anything. But, for the future, I guess, for 10 years down the line, if he stays there that long, or if DeBoer loses his job in two, you know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, Lane will definitely be there right away wanting that job. But, well, Bama called him for that job is thing. But yeah, Ole Miss, they powering it through it without Lane. Shout out them. But I don't think it will be enough against Miami. Miami's front four will get home. Uh, I think. Well, here's the thing. I won't say get home yet, just yet, but because Ole Miss, they might have some plays where it's just dead plays where it's just throw it out of bounds, where it's just Trinidad running around the field, exhausting Miami's D line, and it's just like okay, like hey, that's how we're gonna get them, and then we're just gonna like punt maybe, or I don't know what the game plan might be, but how do you exhaust that front four if they're gonna always get home through your O line? You know what I'm saying? So if they do get home, what's your plan? So and then their run game, like Keywan Lacey, I don't know what his stats are, but I don't know what's his like height and weight, all that, but he looks like a scrawny, not a scrawny back, but a skinnier back. Um, but he gets. I will say he gets through the holes. Like he'll run it up the middle. He'll run it up the gut and get 7 yards, 8 yards out of that. So or even 20. You know what I'm saying? Big. He gets chunk yards sometimes. So um, yeah, passing it to him out of the backfield. Like he's a problem. But I think Miami will be ready for him. They have backers. They have like their defense. Maybe their weakest link is their corners. Maybe that's it. Um, but D line backers, yeah, it's that. It's like that in Miami. So shout out them. Shout out what they got going on in MIA, and then Indiana whooping the dog crap out of Alabama. My goodness. So Alabama has a lot to I don't know look at because do you want to keep Ryan Grubb after that horrendous, run game it's been all year where you just, I don't know, with coaches sometimes like if you tell them something to change, they might, take it the wrong way and never change. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Lincoln Riley, of course. Um, Still hasn't changed the defense in like what 6 years, but he's landing defensive guys right now. I will say that. But yeah, give me one sec. But anyways, um, yeah, someone was calling me. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get back. Anyways, we're gonna get to this video. I cannot. I don't know what to do. Should I like? This is an important call too, low key. Mm, So, but yeah, we're gonna get back to this video. Uh, this is an important call. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Anyways, but let me know in the comments who y'all think is gonna win. Shout out Ole Miss. Shout out, well, not no, definitely do not shout out Ole Miss. No, take that back. Shout out Miami. Shout out Indiana. That's it. Oregon, Ole Miss, get got of here. I don't like. I don't know. It's just when I hear people talk about Ole Miss, it's like why are we hiding the fact that you know ESPN made a doc about your program. The only doc about your program is about the racism in 1963. And shout out when they won like the SEC in 1963 or whatever, and their team overcame all the riots that happened from white people and all that thing because a black guy came to the school. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about it. But you know, um, if you get like, I'm not trying. We know, hey, It's a lot going on right now. I ain't trying to do that, but I'm just saying, Ole Miss has history, and we don't talk about the history of the program. That's all I'm saying. Um, and it's like when I look at ESPN right now, ESPNU, ESPN2, they're showing the U documentary, but they don't want to show the Ghost of Ole Miss documentary. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty much about how, like in 1963, the first black student coming to Ole Miss and how hard it was for him to get to Ole Miss, and how the governor pretty much stepped foot in Ole Miss and told him you can't come here just because he was black, and basically the whole Southern Pride thing, and they had a he was on the like him and John Kennedy were going back and forth on letting him go to the school, and then he went to an Ole Miss game, and they all had like Confederate flags, and pretty much were it was like a Southern pride thing, and they pretty much told all of that. Like that's when I see like they had all little Ole Miss flags, and then when people put that little Trinidad flag in there, okay, but okay, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was pretty much like a like parade, I guess, at halftime during the Ole Miss game, and Southern Pride, all that. The governor was felt so empowered, and then he stood his ground again. He said, "I'm not changing my mind." He said, "You ain't coming here." And then when he ended up coming there, riots started breaking out in the whole third. So I'm just saying, you gotta tell a little bit of the history. Come on, just say something. Like, hey, we are not this no more. We overcame this. We seen the docs. And say, hey, our team is this. Can you just can somebody say it, please? Like, how powerful would that be? Keep going just to say we have overcame the past. This is not the same old Miss. Like the Miami, like Cristobal says, this is not the same Miami, but it's a different Miami. You know what I'm saying? Miami has different culture, which I'm not trying to compare the two because it's really not the same, you know? But you get what I'm trying to say. So, that's what's that. Yeah, like don't try to hide the crap. It is your history. So let's get into this video. Be tuned out. You say, I can't hear that. See how you gonna say the past month, brother? It's been the past what 70 years, homie. My God, been overcoming this. Like, I get it. I just don't know how black players commit to Ole Miss after the history. I just wish people show the history. Know your history before you know, like before you go. Know your history before you go, or however we have to view the history to go forward. We can't just be like, ah, that happened and not look at it. Just, I don't know. I'm not trying to be MLK in it bit, but you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. Shout out Trinidad, Winidad, Chambliss. Um, I just don't like, I just don't like how fans have it all up in their bios and all that, acting like they try. Oh, like, oh, we know. Come on, gang. Come on, don't try to play me. Like, they really, I don't know. Like, how did all these flags come up? When did all these flags come up? Austin Simmons was your quarterback in the beginning. Like, or maybe maybe people started putting they flags and their bios before Trinidad Chambers. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, there. Goddamn. There. My dog looking at me like, what is he doing?
LSU rather than at Ole Miss. That could have totally torn this team apart. They could have totally splintered the coaching staff, splintered the locker room, had got kids so distracted to.
Facts. But it didn't. You know what I'm saying? They stayed together. They stick to C4. Shout out what happened in um, ooh, no, no. Um, there's a tragedy what happened in the beginning of the season for Ole Miss and them, rallying, come back to be what? They're 12-1, 13-1. This program is. Shout out that. Shout out Trinidad. Shout out the program. I just wish and hope Lane showed them a little bit of the dog because I feel like as a head coach, that's not doing your your players justice or you justice. As a head coach, you're not doing all you're supposed to do because you know about it. It's just like you should show it to your players and let them know why they're here, know the history of the program. Like I think Bama, I think the kids know, but I guess if the kids probably hear that, they might get turned off. I don't know, but cause when you hear some of the kids, it's like, hey, I love the history of the program, I love this. It seems like when kids go to Ohio State, like they love the history and they love talking about it. And then at SC too, sometimes like I hear that sometimes out of players, you don't hear it as much because of what we've been through the past couple years. But like I don't know, like South Carolina, so you hear that a little bit. Clemson, they love the history of the program, love what they can build. Clemson hasn't really had a history, but you hear that sometimes. I know I heard it. So shout out Lane, LSU too. They love LSU's history of the program. The Friday, Saturday Night Lights. You know what I'm saying? They the starters of that, and playing down there. Some people, like some players for LSU, even said, brother, they couldn't even play in the NFL because LSU was so great. They said, "No, I'm good." Like what was greater than LSU for them? That is a crazy story. Just give like the NFL. I forgot what the guy's name was, but the NFL drafted him, and he said, "Nah." He said LSU was too good, homie. He said Saturday Night Lights, man, you can't beat it. So yeah, LSU, the history of the program. This was like in the 70s or like 80s or something like, yeah, way back. So LSU been that. hmm Been that for a long time. And it's like every Saturday, bro. You gonna get it every Saturday. So that's so amazing about college football, man. Every Saturday is it's like a spectra. It's like a thing, and it might. Hopefully, it's still there. In the upcoming years with all this NIL and hopefully the diehards still stick with it. Hopefully they don't change it to be like the NFL, man. Like like power conferences and I don't know. It might be better though. Like I would love to see like USC and Bama go at each other. Oregon and you know Virginia Tech or something. I don't know. Like Oregon and Florida State. And just meet in the middle of the country and just down. Yeah, meet in the North Dakota State building or the dome or whatever. I don't know. Is it North Dakota State that plays? Someone plays in a dome out there, Montana. Someone playing that dome, bro, and just meet in the middle and just, yeah, get it out. Beginning of the season or something. But let's see what Riddick gotta say.
To the point where they couldn't play up to their potential. But it hasn't. As a matter of fact, it's galvanized them. It has made
Yes,
Pete Golding kind of like
yes.
rise to
Back
the
to
top in
Ole
terms of
Miss.
his leadership style, his ability to really connect with the football team, to settle down the troops, to kind of keep everyone
Look
together
at
in terms of the
Stephen A.
coaching
My
staff that is left
God.
there, the football players that are left there, and really put together a game plan along with Charlie Weiss Jr. that allows them to then go out and play some of the best football that they've played all season long. And I saw this team twice this year. I saw him twice. I've talked to Trinidad Chambliss. I know Lane, and I like Lane a lot. I really do. I really respect Pete Golding. Charlie Weiss Jr., what he's doing right now, basically splitting his time between LSU, the future, trying to help Lane build a program down there.
See, Charlie Wise is a play caller, so I would just say it's like I wouldn't say his role is really that big in LSU recruiting and LSU what they're trying to build over there. He play calls, so it's like I don't know. I guess getting the players, seeing some players what can work for him. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of that. But other than that, I don't know. Cause who's doing the Ole Miss recruiting right now? Cause there is Pete Golden landing some yeah, he's sharking right now. Whatever he posts and whatever that is, he's getting guys like in there. So I think he's got a few transfers already, some commits. So Ole Miss might be set for next
He's
year.
loyal to the kid who he discovered. Charlie Weiss Jr. discovered Trinidad Chambliss on the internet by just literally scrolling the internet, scrolling Twitter, and wound up finding out about this kid who was hitting the transfer portal from Ferris State, who looked like someone who would fit perfectly into the system that he was running down there, and they get him to Ole Miss, and the rest is
Good
history.
God,
Charlie Weiss feels indebted
that
to this
play is
kid. He's
insane.
indebted to this football team.
Look at
And he
that.
wants to help them maintain some kind of order and give them the best possible chance to pull
How
off
he's
the
running.
kind of
Good.
story
Oh
and the
my
kind of team
goodness.
that no one thinks that they could do. That I don't think anyone thought that they would be at this point.
He was
No
a
one thought they were
baller.
going to wind up beating Georgia after coming so close to beating them during the regular season. And now they're going up against a Miami Hurricane team that I can tell you what, Mario Cristobal has got a monster down there in Coral Gables. An absolute monster that he's put together. If
Oh,
Ole Miss can pull that off and get to the national title game and win it all, this is storybook type of stuff. It,
that happens. We have to bring up the history too. Or I don't know. Is the lane aspect of it more like if Lane stayed, would the history of the program outshine than what he did? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we viewing this thing right now? You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's talking about the history of the program. But I guess maybe Stephen A might bring it up because that's what Stephen A
it's
does.
absolute storybook type of stuff because this
Story,
was not
but
supposed to succeed with the way the turmoil hit this football team late in the season. This was not supposed to happen, and it's happening. And I think that's the kind of thing that everyone can kind of wrap their arms around and be motivated by.
Before you speak, I just want to say, for the purposes of the debate show, Louis Riddick, I love you. You think you slick. What you're doing is called filibustering in politics. You talk so damn long, you don't give us a chance to come at you. You're being slick, but I got something to get at you about. But
come on, Stephen A. He's making his point. He was talking for a long time. And yeah, boy, talk for a little 4 minutes.
I ain't gonna let you get away with it. I'll be back in a second. Go ahead, dog.
Two quickies on me. First off, for me, and I wanted to say this, and you guys will agree. Sean McDonough's play-by-play of the Ole Miss game, and then Tirico Sunday night
Yeah.
with the Pittsburgh game is the two best play-by-play stories that I have heard this year in dramatic fashion.
Agreed.
McDonough was superb, and Tirico hit all the unbelievable right notes. I wanted to throw that out there. I think there's two answers to this, and since Lewis took 40 minutes.
Shout out to Lewis Riddick too. Lewis Riddick be calling great games. I like games Lewis called. If you guys still listening, drop in the chat who y'all think is who's your favorite play callers, play by play guys. Mine Kirk Herbstreit. Um, I like the dude who does it with Al Michaels. I like him too. Sometimes he be a little. If Al Michaels back in the day, yeah. Shout out Al. Um, I like Kirk is one of my favorites. Chris Fowler is cool. I feel like back in the day had them guys like that made it. I'm a Dodgers fan, so I'm not good with names, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The legend of Vicky, Vin Scully, I think. So
For the first one,
yeah,
I'll
back
give
in
you
the day,
two
the
minutes
good
for the
guys.
second one. I think Indiana's a good story, too. Indiana hasn't done anything
What?
since 1967 when they won the Rose Bowl. Indiana, of course, has got the Heisman Trophy. Signetti came out of James Madison. He's making $11 million a year. He deserves every penny. Indiana football? Are you kidding me? I know Lee Corso did a great job when he was there a long time ago, but still, nobody thought this. Indiana? Indiana's got a chance to win a national championship? IU football?
Yes.
20,000 in the stadium there not too long ago. I mean, the SEC. I mean, Old Miss has had some runs in the SEC. They won a championship in.
That's how a coach can change your program, Mad Dog. Yeah. Yeah. One coach can change it all if you get it wrong. Yeah, see, Nebraska got it wrong with Frost. Maybe FSU got it wrong with who they have now, Norvell. Maybe Nebraska even got it wrong now with Matt Rule. I don't even know why I'm shooting out Nebraska right now, but maybe I'm an SC fan. But Florida, a lot of schools, maybe Alabama. You don't know. So but I hate the argument like, ooh, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. Yeah, y'all saw JMU and still how JMU is because they had winning guys in there. Shout out Bob Chesney for winning there too after Signetti. So Signetti's just the top guy right now. I don't think he'll leave for the NFL. I honestly don't. Cause it's just like, mm, I don't know. He's a little hard driven, and I think college is for him. So yeah, it's like that. It's like that Nick Saban thing. He has a little Nick Saban to him. I don't think grown men are gonna listen to those type of coaches. So
60. Archie played there. Eli played there. I mean, Indiana's had nobody. And the fact that Indiana, and I think they're going to win, and I think Miami's going to win, but Indiana, but with Mendoza and.
that's the only thing they have good about that place is Eli and Archie. And Archie tearing it up on Bama and losing. Oh yeah, they talk about that game all the time. He threw for 500 or something, ran for like 200. Crazy stuff. Yeah, but still lost the game. And then you see spitting image of Eli. My God. Like if you go back to that game, Jesus, he's like a spitting image of Eli. Like literally, you think you're watching Ole Miss? I mean, Eli Ole Miss play, whatever. He's like he walking out with his mouth open after a loss, and shout out Archie and all that. But he looking just like his son after that loss.
That defense, oh my goodness. I think there's two answers. Lewis took the first one. I'll take the second one. Indiana's a tremendous story here too. If they win a championship, Stevie.
I respectfully disagree with both of y'all.
Oh,
Even though, let me explain. I get it. I shouldn't say. Let me take it back. I shouldn't say disagree. They're both great stories. I know that, especially with Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin and everything that has happened and all of that stuff. I got it. Me, I'm fascinated with Miami. That's why. Let me tell you why.
Did you lose over $75,000 sports betting on DraftKings? We may be
Ah,
able to help you get significant compensation. Under
by that
consumer protection
ads, honey.
They got 5 national championships.
Agreed.
83, 85, 87. I'm sorry, 83, 87, 89, 91, and I think 2001. And you had Ohio State winning the national title. If Indiana does it, that's 3 years in a row. You got a Big Ten team winning the national title. It's about the Big Ten. Miami, with the ACC not being
Mm.
seen in the same
See
light
how I
as
yawn
these
when
others,
Stephen A comes on?
Miami comes
Because it's
onto the
hard to.
scene with my man
Ooh,
Playmaker
boy.
Michael Irvin on the sideline with Ray Lewis and
Tired of the
Fred
antics. This
VanVleet
gets you
and
point.
Aaron James and these brothers, reminding you of what college football was like when Nebraska with Osborne.
Shout out white girl. Shout out white girl. I don't know her name. Shout out white girl. She smiled over there because she's like, my God, bro. Because it's like reminding you of. No, bro, get to your point. Like, why do you believe Miami? Why is Miami intriguing? I guess he's getting to that, but he should have, like, it seems like he's leading with something and then getting to his point. So, Edgerrin James and listen to all the Hall of Famers Miami has, what what it used to be. I mean, that's not really like a big story though. Like, I mean, you could say like, hey, like Ray Lewis, Michael Irvin, those guys, Jason Taylor, even like coaching these guys. Like that's a big story right there. Like, hey, the former players just being involved like that and the buy-in. being like Mario Cristobal's buy-in of the players being around, of his toughness, just being there, one on one type drills during practices, the toughness, just buy-in, just working. So see what Stephen A has to say. My bad, Stephen A.
Those brothers was doing their thing. When Jimmy Johnson and them was there. I mean, just the allure of college
White girl had enough. White girl had enough. She said, I'm done.
football. I understand as an
Said, I'm
individual yourself,
done.
you can look
I'm
at old Mr.
done.
Lane Kiffin. I understand with Indiana, both of y'all, especially you, Shay. I get it. They
Shade,
never was
shade.
the real deal.
My bad, white
That call
girl.
from my man Gus Johnson, best call of the year. Mendoza,
Against Penn State?
State, best call of the year. My man
Pressure.
Gus Johnson, no
Shout
question.
out.
Call of the year. You understand? I mean,
Shout
I
out.
see it online. Mendoza in trouble. I mean, it was beautiful. Just beautiful. All of that stuff is great. That's one team. What Miami would do if they win, all of a sudden the floodgates open. Nostalgia from the past. It's come to the forefront now. And on top,
What the hell are we, Marvel, bro? Oh, the floodgates open up now, bro. Like, what are we talking about, brain? You got like stuff in my brain. The flood works, bro. Like, are you about to unlock a third eye? What is he talking about? The floodgates. Oh, nostalgia is about to come through. What are you talking about? Nostalgia, like, this ain't Marvel, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, like all the players gonna be back there and all that. I agree. Yes, but like, just the buy-in. Talk about the buy-in, though. I don't like that. I don't like his take. I don't like it.
ACC or a Big
You might not like my take either, but hey,
Ten team, they coming from the ACC. It's like, okay, all right, this is getting interesting. Now, instead of talking about 12 teams in the playoffs, you might go
so after we wind that for y'all, if y'all do not, ooh, oh my God, Stephen A, did you just do this? Uh-uh. I know you did not just do this on national.
interested. Now, instead of talking about 12 teams in the playoffs, you might go 16. You might go. I had Ryan O'Day.
Don't
Ryan
ever,
Day, I'm sorry. Ryan.
don't ever. Y'all saw that, right? Stephen A, put it out. You talking like female dog. I mean, kind of. I don't say you acting. You ain't R1. You ain't Medea in this thing. You know that was a little. You a little loud and you a little too potent right now. So just bring it here, and you at the top light right now. You at the top one, right? You need to bring it to like the middle light, like right here. All up in here. This is your space. So yeah, you need to do that or something. I don't know.
Ryan Day on my show a couple of weeks ago before they lost, obviously. Ryan Day came on the show. He's a proponent not only of Notre Dame coming to the Big Ten, he's also a proponent of more teams being in the playoffs. I'm saying it's like it's getting interesting now. And if you got a team from outside the SEC or the Big Ten that wins a championship, all of a sudden that playoff picture becomes even more compelling. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I need a minute
It's
here.
yours. It's
Where
yours.
do you have a house? Where do you live again?
Yeah, well, it's
Miami.
undisclosed
This
location.
dude is laying out
Undisclosed.
all the
Ah,
players.
It's not an open secret.
ah,
Great. When
Undisclosed.
all the players
ah,
realized
It's true.
Indiana had the worst
ah.
team in
There
college
is,
football
there
ever.
is a
They lost
question.
more games than anyone
Right.
ever. Think about what sport you love, baseball. You take the worst team you've ever seen, and all of a sudden they're about to win a championship. Ever. If this was Alabama, you guys would be telling me it's the best football team you have ever watched in your entire life.
We wouldn't say it was the best story.
The, what?
We wouldn't say. I'm saying we wouldn't say it's the best story.
You know dang well if Alabama was in this thing, Stephen A would say Alabama, dog. He just saying it because they're not in this thing, bro. He'd be like, "Oh, Ken the board. Oh, what I said about him, and oh, from him, battling the people who said he wasn't a Southern guy and just a Midwest guy or a West Coast guy. He battled them off, and he would say Alabama. Like, don't get it twisted. Dog, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, Stephen A. I know
If
you.
it was
I know
Alabama,
you,
you would be
dog.
right.
The best story.
But you took a team
I've
that
been
was
watching
better
you.
than
Come
anyone
on,
else in
bro.
college football and is
Ole
now
Miss.
on the brink of a championship, and not just a championship, dominating very good
Will you
teams.
know what? Will you take
I
from
went
your
to
IU pom
listen to me.
poms?
I went to
What
Indiana.
would you say if you weren't going to Indiana?
I embarrassingly went to one football game. No one went to these games. No one cared.
Okay.
I went to every college basketball game, so everyone relax. I'm a sports fan, but I didn't go to. I went to one my senior year. And we played Purdue. We rushed the field after we beat
Ole
Purdue.
Miss.
Who cares? Like
Ole
this
Miss
is a
lost.
completely different ball game now with Indiana being this juggernaut. And on top of that, this cat's done it in 2 years.
Yes.
Spartans get 4 years
Nobody's
to
saying
turn
it's a
over the
bad
Look
ball.
at
story.
Mad Dog. Even Mad Dog knows she got him. Like, bro, try to do the Miami thing. I'm just saying, I gave Stephen A. the argument, and he didn't follow through with it. So let me know if mine was stronger than Stephen A.'s. Let me know. Go back and watch it. I ain't gonna repeat myself. I don't know. So, yeah, but Stephen A, man, like y'all saw Mad Dog. Mad Dog knows she got him. Like IU is the better story, though. I would say, 100%. I don't even know why Stephen A trying to debate her in this. Like, it's not even really like 2 years. I mean, you could say like 2 years, but it's really like this year. Like, I don't know. He lost to all the big teams last year. It's like this year. Like, I know he had a great record this year. I know the turnaround was all him, and yes, but man. 'Cause now the Bama people are like, oh, like we couldn't, like we could have hired. No, like you wouldn't have hired a dude from JMU, dog, at all. Like, stop it. Let's don't start there, bro. You would have never hired someone from JMU. So
Story. It's a very good story. Shay, you're right. It's a great story. But don't act like everybody else don't have a point here. I mean, you got to look at the big picture. You're being
what it, are we making points, Stephen A? Like what is he talking about right now? Like this is why he should have never came back. You should have just left. He needs to go bye bye, bruh. He I know he gonna do ratings and all that other stuff. He gonna people gonna watch his bull crap. But it's like Mike, like what read the title. Which team winning the CFP would be the best story? It is not which team or which point do you have for like what team, like who has the best point for best story, or who has points for the bet, like for stories or something like that for college teams, whatever. Like, I can't make a headline. I'm not good at that. That's for the writers. That's for the writers in there. I don't do that. I make headlines. Okay, you know, of my YouTube videos. Pipe it down. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Stephen A needs to stick to what is the question here? The best team. Like, you don't have a point, bro. I mean, you do, but it's not the best one. You get it? You know what I'm saying? Like, that may have been a lot. Stick with me now. We gonna be back.
selfish because you love Indiana.
You're
That's
being
what that is.
selfish because you love Miami.
I have that for the purposes of this show. It's called an undisclosed tropical location.
Oh, I
That's
got
what it's called.
Oh, I
That's what
got
it's called. That's what we go roll with that. But I'm
That's what Stephen A.
We play the Morocco
gets on my
song
nerves,
now.
bro.
go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead, Lewis.
If you don't know,
No, no.
yeah.
Ole Miss lost their head coach. Their football team was thrown into disarray. I mean, you've seen what has happened in some of these other schools right now. I mean, Oregon is losing players right now, people who are hitting the transfer portal in the middle of their playoff run. Who's to say
Hmm.
that Ole Miss's players couldn't have started defecting and basically hitting the portal, and it could have blew everything apart? The fact that this football team is staying together, and as a matter of fact, is even playing even better right now, I think is a huge story, especially in this day and age of the transfer portal and NIL, where players go, "Hey, look, whatever's good for me is good for me. To hell with the whole team concept." This team is
They
showing
say
exactly
deuces
what
to all
football is
that.
all about.
But
And if they were to reach the college football final and win it, I think it's unprecedented.
okay, fine. That might be a greater story. Would you at least concede what I said about Miami and the impact it would have on college football if they were to win?
No question.
That's all I'm
No
saying.
question.
And I think that's the biggest story.
There's no question. No question about that.
I think if that happens, a bigger story for college football.
College football's good when Miami is good.
All right. Ooh, no more videos.
I started a business to give bulk of
But as y'all can see, Stephen A. wants those guys, Pat McAfee on. Shut up, Pat. But yeah, as y'all can see, Stephen A. wants Miami when J or white girl. Shout out white girl. It's not white girl. It's white girl. You know what I'm saying? So shout out her. I don't know her name. Jay or Shay. I think Shay. Shay. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I don't wanna. Don't take no offense to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like don't. Please don't take no offense to that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's, And then it's like, oh, you black guy, black guy. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. You go do that. But it was a great video. No, I don't know. Kind of pissed me off a little bit because Stephen A. don't really know what he's talking about. Miami has shots to win. I don't think they have the best point. Like they don't have the best storyline. I'd say it's probably between like Oregon has like nothing. It's like nothing there. It's just like I don't know. Lanning. I think Lanning should leave honestly because like Oregon's just a bought place. Like no one's going. Like you don't have any home talent. It's not homegrown. Everybody there is like, I don't know, it's national talent. Like like I don't know, they might be more nationally getting talent than Michigan and Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? So, we will keep up with this college football world, this madness, Heat Nakos on three, all the whatever going on in the transfer portal, what USC is doing, what Texas is doing, what Oregon is doing through this off season that they got coming up real quick, real soon. So, Ole Miss, what they doing? They landing a lot of transfers. So, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna get out of here. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Always gotta say that stuff. But yeah, we out here. Later.